Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is Sir Camelock, my Xtreme one chunk ironman. Last episode, after 2,400 hours, I finally rolled out of my death chunk and into something a lot more relaxing. Now it's time to get fishing and cooking so I can bake up a summer pie, and then it's time to roll once again. I'm honestly hoping for it not to be another death chunk quite so soon so I can enjoy these more chill chunks for a little while. So let's get grinding. Nice, the first thing to start this video off is me running away from this good old Dr. Jekyll. I do like it when I'm doing something close to the bank because I can grab the toadstool and give it to him to get my stamina pot stacking up. 82 fishing for the first level of this video. I've estimated it to take me about 87 fishing in order to get 90 cooking banked, so I'm going to be fishing for quite a while. Incoming 85 fishing. This has been so nice to be able to just chill and fish. Is such a nice change of pace and I'm absolutely loving it. Another lamp from a random event, 450 free agility with only lamps. I say that every time, but it's still so cool to see. You know you've been playing for a while when you get the gamer message with a 2 in brackets. I think I've played probably about 12 hours today. Very much enjoying the Chunkman and putting in that time. For the 2 people that might be wondering about big swordfishes that I've obtained, I currently now have 5. It took me ages to get my first one, but now I have a lot of them, which is kind of cool to have as a collection. Not that they do anything. 87 fishing coming in, and if I check my banked XP plugin in cooking, it says that I have 90 cooking banked, although that does judge that I cook all of those sharks and burn 0. It's only the sharks that I'll burn, but that means I'm going to get less XP than it's advertising. But I do have a plan for the extra XP, and I'll talk about that a bit later. In the cooking grind, 83 coming in. Let's get that progress towards 90 so we can roll again after making a summer pie. 85 cooking. The last inventory of tuna right here, and I'm nearly 86, so that tuna got me a lot of levels. Very nice. Before I start cooking my swordfish, I'm going to use the thing that will allow me to get 90 even with burning some of the sharks, and that's the leaves from forestry events. These leaves can be combined with any cooked food and it will give you forester's rations and 51 cooking XP. That means I can use a bunch of my tuna on all of these leaves that I have. I have multiple thousand leaves and get 100k extra XP. So we're putting our tuna to good use and we're getting a ton of XP from that. The only thing that a higher tier food does is gives you more rations, so me using a shark or something won't give me more XP. The XP is static, but the forester's rations amounts are linear, if that makes sense. So now it's time to make a bunch of rations and see where it gets us. 86 cooking with the rations, and I believe I shouldn't burn any swordfish now, so that is amazing. Using the last of my leaves right here, I have gained 130,000 XP just from these leaves from forestry that would have done nothing otherwise. A really nice added bonus right here, and I'm very, very happy for that. Now, even if I burn a ton of sharks, I'll get 90 cooking. I'm going to start on these swordfish, and let's see if I do actually burn any. It's looking good. First inventory, 0 burns. We might be able to cook all of our swordfish. 87 cooking, and it's safe to say I haven't burnt a single swordfish. Let's go. That is definitely 90 cooking banked. 83 farming coming in. I've been doing my herb runs as much as I can to get all of that herb XP banked as much as possible. 89 cooking coming in. Only 1 level to go. I've nearly finished all of my swordfish and then it will be sharks to round it out. On to the sharks. Let's see how many of these I'll burn. I've already burnt 1 right there. 2 even. So yeah, this will burn a decent amount, but it will still be great XP and really good food for the future. That inventory, I burnt 4 sharks. If I can continue like that, that's really not that bad. That's like a 15% burn rate. Another 4 sharks on the second inventory. I like this. It's actually pretty good. It's safe to say it's probably about a 15% burn rate because I burnt 4 sharks again in this inventory. With this last shark cooked right here, it is 90 cooking time. And I can make a summer pie as long as I boost +5 with the Chef's Delight that I got from Puro Puro, as it's 95 cooking, so 90 +5. I am absolutely stocked up on food now, though. I have 3,153 sharks, 16,500 swordfish, and 14.3 thousand tuna. That means in the food department, we are pretty prepared for future grinds. After drinking the Chef's Delight for 95 cooking, I added strawberries to the pie shell, then watermelons, and then after that it's cooking apples. Thankfully I was able to get the strawberries and watermelons from allotments, and the apples were from my fruit tree in my patch, which is lovely. Then it was just time to try and cook them. I've got 9, so there's no way I burn 9, right? Cook the first one. That is a chunk task complete. The last one before I could roll. Let's go. I am so excited to roll. I did end up burning 4 and cooking 5. Not bad. I'd like to take a second before rolling to speak about Apex gaming PCs. Apex has some really awesome pre-built systems to choose from, starting at Bronze to Streamer and even the Streamer Plus, so there's something for all budgets. But even the Bronze tier comes packed with power, rocking a Ryzen 5 CPU, 16GB of DDR4 RAM, a Radeon RX 6500 XT GPU, and more. I personally love pre-built PCs and I'm using one right now. It just makes the process easy and risk-free without it adding a ton of money on top of building it yourself nowadays, thankfully, compared to what it used to. If you're interested in checking out Apex and their systems, click the link in the description or pinned comment to this video, and don't forget to use my 5% discount code Maikeru when you purchase an Apex gaming PC to get extra money off, even on top of ongoing promotional offers. So now let's get back to rolling, shall we? I went into detail on it about like my rolls in one of the episodes, but there was probably 5 comments asking why the ranging gear was bad because I have 99 range. It's bad because it gives me a Tanner, I have Black Dragonhide. The only way to train crafting for me realistically is flax to bowstrings in Witchhaven. So doing that all the way to 87 crafting, it would not be a fun time. That is the biggest death chunk for me. Obviously, Taverley Dungeon does have dragons, and I would need to get a Draconic Visage from Black Dragons, but that's not too bad. It's a pretty bad chunk, but I've already got the Smouldering Stone part of it, so I've got half of the death chunk completed. So I would say it's a semi-death chunk now. It's half a death chunk, you know? The rest is pretty chill. I don't mind rolling those. So anything we roll is good, except for the Ranging Guild, in my opinion. Would rather stay away from Taverley for a little bit, but if I roll it, I'm not going to be too sad. I'd love to get Sears. I've been able to roll Sears Village from the get-go, right? Because I started right here, and I could roll this since starting the account, and I've never rolled it. So it would be nice to finally roll that chunk that's just been sitting there waiting to be rolled for ages. That would be quite nice. 15 days since last roll, a little bit better than the 285 or whatever it was for the last one. Good luck, me. I want to roll a chunk. Thank you. Oh, the lag. No, the suspense. Please, work. Hey, you know, it's not me milking now. The chunk picker. There we go. And... oh, okay. That's no grind, but that's scary. That is very scary that we're now one roll away from Volcano and then we could be joining Telecon. That is a little bit scary. Right, so let's go ahead and head over there. I don't think there's much I need to do. I think I need to pick some bananas and such. We're one roll away from, absolute death, but, you know, we'll be alright. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a harpoon. Would I quit if I rolled Inferno? No, but I don't know whether I'd be able to do Inferno. I'd have to do all of the theory crafting and stuff and see if it's possible for myself, but I'd give it a good shot regardless, and I won't give up or whatever like that. Charter. Can we go to Musa Point, please? There we go. We are able to go through. So just got to pick some bananas, fish on the fishing platform, and drop and pick up some seaweed. Get these diary tasks done, and then we'll get back to rolling. There's 5. Easy task done. There we go. Easy task with 2 in brackets. I think I can drop the seaweed pretty much anywhere. So I should be able to just drop it here and pick it up and it will say part complete. There we go. It's kind of dumb that you can drop a seaweed to get this done. It was intended where you picked up seaweed on the coast of Cromdra or whatever, but you can literally just do it like that. And there's the 3rd easy task done. And that is the chunk complete. Time to roll again. Just don't roll the Inferno, right? Knowing that I'm 1 roll away from the Inferno now, it's pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, anything other than the Volcano and the Ranging Guild now. Honestly, I think I'd rather roll the Ranging Guild than the Volcano at this point now, so now we have a new contender for the top one that I don't want to roll. We're going to proceed again. Come on. Whoa, not too bad. Look how close the Volcano was and the Raging Guild. Bro, I rolled right in the middle of both of them. Holy crap, that's actually really funny how both of the ones I did not want to roll were right there. Okay, that one's not too bad, I don't think. That one's actually alright. So, I can't actually do the agility course right now, so that is a huge agility course backlogged. Because I won't be able to train agility until I get a shortcut, or I get an actual course. So, like Sears Village rooftop course or something. If I rolled number 6, I'd get an agility shortcut here, and I'd have to do that to 85 agility. That wouldn't be so fun. But I don't have that yet, so I don't actually have an agility grind right now. It's backlogged. Well, new chunk in RD Market means new tasks. Let's speak about them real quick. I have to get 62 crafting for a fire battle staff, because I can get a fire orb from pickpocketing a hero. I need 80 thieving to pickpocket said hero. I have some diary tasks I've got to do. I've got to sell some silk for 60 GP to the silk trader, so I have to pickpocket the silk and sell it back. I have to pickpocket a cake from the cake stall. And then at 75 thieving, I need to pickpocket a gem from the gem stall. This is going to be the way that I train my crafting anyway, and it's way better than the flax and bowstring alternative, and it also makes the Ranging Guild less of a death chunk, which is absolutely awesome. I go from about 2,000 to 3,000 crafting experience an hour with bowstrings. With these gems from the gem stall, it's about 16k crafting experience an hour, which is absolutely awesome. That's literally 5 to 8 times faster than my previous crafting method, and I love it. Lastly, but certainly not least, I need to buy a house. The construction cape is in my chunk with the person I buy the house from, but that's going to be a long-term backlog because I'm not going to be able to train construction anytime soon. I don't have access to a saw if I don't get a sawmill. I don't even have access to normal planks anyway to even start construction. And of course, the good old bag plant method Limport did is only purchasable from 2 places, one being Falador and the other one being Hasidius, and both of those I'm quite far away from. So a big backlog on the construction grind, but I'm going to buy a house either way. And that is it for the task for RD, so let's get grinding, shall we? Unlock the RD Chunkerino, there we are. Okay, so I don't really have too many crazy things off the bat, but the thieving grind is definitely going to be a big one. I'm going to grab my coins and buy a house, because that is one of the chunk tasks, so I'll get that done first. How can I get a house? You want to buy one? Yes, please. There we go. Rimmington House Portal is what I have right now. Lovely. I get to steal a cake. That's not the correct cake. That's the correct cake. Easy task done. Nice, got silk. So now I'll sell that back to that guy in like an hour once he's forgot that I've stole from him. Pickpocket and Master Farmers is actually really fun for me. It's very nostalgic. I used to do this a lot back in the day. I used to make pures just because making the account was fun. I wasn't good at PKing or anything like that, but I liked making fun accounts. One of the big things on pures was Desert Treasure. That requires like 52 thieving, and I used to get it on Master Farmers, and it was really fun. And sometimes I'd get like Ranar seeds, which were worth bank back then. It was just an enjoyable experience. So this felt good doing this, and I had a really good time going and getting 55 thieving from these. Also, one little fun fact on Old School. They've actually changed the Master Farmer drop table of herbs slightly according to your farming level. The higher farming level you have, capping at 85 farming, you have a higher chance of receiving Worm, Ranar, Snapdragon, and Torstal seeds. They become twice as likely to be obtained when you're 85 farming, and then relatively to your level, they scale. So the lower level you are, the less % bonus you get, but you still get a bonus on receiving them. It actually makes it so I got quite a lot of Ranars, as my chance of receiving a Ranar was a 1 in 274. You get 274 pickpockets pretty quickly when it's 2 ticks to pickpocket. Just a cool little fun fact that they've added to Old School that I didn't know about, and maybe you've learned something. There we go, 47 thieving. Yeah. Master Farmers are fun. I'm enjoying this. I have a plan for thieving. I'm going to do Master Farmers until 55. At 55, I unlock Knights of Ardi. In stuff like World 2, they trap the Knight of Ardi and splash on it inside the bank, so you can just constantly pickpocket it, and it doesn't reset because it's being splashed on. So my plan at 55 all the way to 75 is just to pickpocket that Knight of Ardi and just spam click and mindlessly watch a TV show or something. Then at 75, I'm going to move on to gem stalls, as it's going to be how I train my craft into 62 anyway, and it is pretty good XP. So I'll get nice XP for thieving, and crafting XP is really big for this account. So there is the first part done. Master Farm has come to an end. It was fun while it lasted. 55 thieving, I have unlocked Knights of Ardi. Now that it's been a while, I figured I'd sell the silk back to the mans for 60 GP, and there is a chunk task completed. It's now time to sit here and pickpocket from the Knight of Ardi over and over and over again. The foul rate at 55 is pretty damn high, but even with a high foul rate, I'm still getting good experience an hour, so it's really not too bad. It's also pretty chill and mindless, and I just kind of spam click in the same place. My first thieving level of many on the night, 56. Every level is going to be good though, because it will give me more and more experience an hour, because I'll get caught less and less. Even at level 56, I'm getting 50,000 thieving experience an hour, which is absurd. I'm getting caught all the time, but you're getting 80 XP per pickpocket success, so you get loads of experience. I'm really enjoying this, and the speed makes it even better. It's going to be no time before I'm rolling another chunk again. Definitely a big change of pace from 15k an hour at level 80 odd hunter, right? A cool little milestone from pickpocketing this night. I've made 100k cash from this so far. I'm going to keep the money in my inventory and just see how much I have by the time I hit 75. Level 65 even to go, 10 levels to go before I head over to gem stalls. You don't think I was going to miss it, did you? It's the number, look at that, 69. It's crazy how quickly your XP here ramps up. Even at 69 now, I've got over 80k experience an hour. That's some serious XP gains for the level. There's not too much I've done on this account that has actually had these XP rates, even at high levels. I feel like a main. There is level 70. This level might sound like a weird one with level 73, but that is halfway to 80, so we are closing in on our chunk goal pretty quickly. It's also the level where you get 1 million experience, which is cool. And just like that, we have done our Knights of Ardi grind. There is level 75 at the end here. I was pushing nearly 100k experience an hour, which is just nuts. Let's move on to those gem stalls, shall we? Before I move on to the gem stalls, I'm just going to cut the gems I have in my bank from random events. I actually have a decent amount stocked up. I'm starting at level 50 and there is level 51. Let's see how much just the gems from random events over time will get me. Level 52 coming in, and that is pretty much the end of my gems with these diamonds in my inventory, so it got me 2 levels. Not bad. 10 levels to go and we can roll a new chunk, because I'll get 80 thieving while getting the gems for 62 crafting. Stealing from this gem stall is a chunk task because it was a diary task to do so, and now I'm just going to go ahead and keep hopping worlds every single time I feed from this stall. It does get a bit annoying because sometimes the guards are super close and will hit you before you can hop after pickpocketing from the stall. It's very easy to de-aggro them. You just run a bit to the east and they'll stop attacking you and you can hop a little bit later. It does stall your hop though, so it's a bit annoying. A lot of times while they're running towards you, you can hop just after you get the gems from the stall though. If you're quick with it, you can definitely hop before they even catch you, unless they're very close. This seems to be about 70 to 80k thieving experience an hour for me, which is a little tiny bit less than the knights, but I'm getting all of that crafting XP. About 16k crafting XP in gems banked every hour, so I can't complain for sure. It is free crafting XP and pretty competitive thieving XP for me. I'm a happy boy. Level 76 thieving coming in, and I think I'll round the video off there, and I'll be doing another chunk stream very, very soon. I've been doing my chunk rolls on YouTube, and I put up a scheduled stream in advance, normally a couple of days before I do the chunk roll. So with the release of this video, I've also put up a scheduled stream. It'll be in a couple of days, and if you want to come see what I roll, feel free to come along, but I understand waiting for the videos as well, that's completely fine. It's always fun chatting and chilling with you guys. So if you are around, then feel free to come pop in and say hi. Last stream we had like 700 viewers for the chunk roll, so that was absolutely absolutely awesome, and thank you everyone for coming out, and I'm looking forward to doing more. And as always, we have the end of video summary on screen here. You can see the chunk tasks I've done on the left and what I still have to do on the right. I'm super close to rolling again, and I'm very excited for that. It can be a very interesting roll for sure. This is probably the video that I've made of the series that has the least amount of hours played, and it still has over 100. So I'm putting in a lot of hours for you guys, and hopefully it comes through in the videos and you're enjoying them still. It's crazy to think that this account is nearly 1.4k total, and I started it about 10 months ago. That's exciting. And as always, thank you so much to the members. Let's Roll guys in the Why Would You Buy This tier, Super Cow, Dark World Order, Yellow Raven, Me Eat Book, and a new one, Potato for the Win, at the godly supporter tiers, and then you can see everyone else on the screen on the big supporter and normal supporter roles. Quite a few new ones from when I done my chunk roll streams, so thank you guys for the support, and I'll see you in the next chunk roll stream or the next video. Have a great one.